explain me something?
I will try. I will try.
Yeah, we just got on YouTube, so I'm going to start asking you guys to introduce yourself so we can know a little bit more about each other, okay? So, Caroline, could you start?
Yes. Well, let me see. Caroline, 32. Um, I'm here to improve my English and learn with you guys. So it's a great opportunity to be here. And now I'm unemployment, so I'm from social, and I think it's a great idea from Philippe, and can help us to improve English and how can I say and know people who can conversation and everything else. I like to swim, so 2 and 3 times per week I go to the pool. Um, I like to watch TV shows and films, movies, and I guess this is it. It's okay.
Okay, very nice to meet you here. This
Nice
is
to meet
always a
you.
pleasure meeting new people here. And go ahead, Rogério. What can you say?
I'm so sad today.
Why?
Yes, I was in a meeting with my boss and some other guys, and there are there were some questions in English and so easy to speak, but I didn't say nothing of this.
Oh my
I so
God.
sad. Yes, yes, I'm here talking all almost all day, and okay, let's. It was just a desabafo. I don't know how can I say in English.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
it happens, but be just try to forget a little bit about it. Just not get too stressed about it, and just try to focus here on the conversation. Maybe that would be better for you to disconnect about that a little bit.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you for your advice. So, good afternoon, guys. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I'm married. I'm accountant. I'm here in Talk since May from this year, and since then I've been seeing how I am getting some vocabulary, some grammar, some expertise to speak. Which more? In my free time, I like to practice exercise, play my guitar. And just to answer the question, I don't know if I will continue because I don't believe in Zodiac. I will, if you allow me, I will change this word for another, like a competence.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, okay, that's it.
Yeah, and Catalina, do you know your zodiac sign?
Yes, I'm Taurus.
Okay. Is, is that a great thing? Like, because I know there are some stereotypes about a few ones.
No, I guess Taurus it's good for other people. As you said, some other signs it's not being. They are not like, I guess, like
Okay.
Gemini. I Gemini, or I don't know. I have to search some signs in English.
No problem. And hi, Kleber. How are you doing? Could you introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Kleber. I live in Palmas, Tocantins. I have 26 years old. I am a software development. I live here in capital of state, and I like listen to music. I like ride a motorcycle, and I like swim too. But here not many beaches here, but sometimes I swim when go out in the farm, for example. And my zodiac is Aries. I think the same name in English, Aries. People say that zodiac is stressed, but I'm not. I'm not stressed. I am calm person. That is it.
Okay, very nice. I'm Mel Tavares. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo, the capital. I live here. I like to study languages. I intend to work with them in the future. And let me say, I love going to the beach too. I don't swim at all. If I try to do that, I'll die. And basically, just kidding. But talking about dogs, I love dogs. I love eating food and all, and to sleep too, but not as much as I do with eating. And I think my zodiac sign is Aries too. So I don't know if that's a great thing. I know people have some stereotypes with that too, but I kind of follow. I don't believe it on signs in general, but I do realize that I kind of connect or agree with some things that it say about the person. So about being stressed a little bit, I can kind of agree with that. But very nice, guys. Just talking some things about the platform. Here, Talking Talks is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. So in the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to make mistakes. We're not here to judge anybody. We are here to make mistakes. We are here to learn with each other. And I'm not a teacher, so I'm not going to teach you anything, but everybody's going to learn a lot from each other's experiences. That's it. And just to remind you guys, this is a conversation 100% in English. Of course, if we need to say some words in Portuguese, that's totally fine, but it's mainly in English, okay? And so we don't have many people here, so we can all be in the same room without problem. So about number 2, Kleber, could you read it and answer?
Yes, of course. Number 2. Do you enjoy reading horoscopes or learning about zodiac signs? I don't believe in it too, but I consider it interesting because sometimes the words is okay. Sometimes this phrase, the traits is okay. It's assertive with my person. Sometimes no. Sometimes I don't agree, but I learn about sometimes.
I see. And what do you think of this, Caroline? Do you enjoy doing it?
Actually, my experience in this subject is kind of curious because I used to. Actually, I didn't believe in science until my last job. I went there in this occasion in this company to do an interview, and one of the questions to me it was, "What sign are you?" And I, "Oh, what?" And it's serious, and yeah, could you please tell us your sign? And I thought it was a joke. I was looking for some camera or anything in that room, but it was not. It was real. It was a real question. And I said, Taurus, and my future boss wrote on my I don't know curriculum. Could be curriculum. Yes.
Resume.
Thank you. She wrote on my resume, and I realized it was real question. It was really important to the company, or that people was there. So, and that experience made me not believe, but made me realize that it's important from some people, and in that area, design and communication area is something they really loved, science and kind of astrological things, mystical things. So they really love this subject. So everything I know because of them. This is
And did you
it.
get the job?
Yes, I did. Thought it's a good sign to work. So it's a good one.
I see. And how's that for you, Rogério? Do you enjoy reading about it?
No, horoscope I didn't read. I don't read the horoscope or learning about the zodiac sign. But I believe people were born with a gift, gift. I believe yes, people grown with some, I don't know how can I say dádiva, I don't know. I mean, for example, to sing, to dance, to compositor, I don't know how can I say compositor in English. For example, Beethoven, others compositors. I think we were born with a gift. So in this subject, I believe. Which more? Um, yeah, there are many abilities that the people could be have. So I believe in this.
Let's see. I can say, as I said, I don't really believe it, but I sometimes, just a few times, I enjoy reading about it and seeing what it says, especially about my sign. And I do think I like to see how it kind of match what they say, what it says, and what's with the reality, basically. So I see having this temperamental, actions, basically. Of course, I'm trying to improve it and not to be so impulsive in things, and I'm not that kind of person, but I do think and see that some things match, and I like to just kind of learn a little bit about it, just to see, nothing specific, but I like to see that, and also to compare with other people that I know. So I don't really know other signs, but just okay, let me see that person if that matches with what it says. So just for curiosity, that's it. And Rogério, about the third question, do you think the signs describe personality well?
No, I think no. I think what could be described a personality. I think is behavior. You know, I mean, you could be a strong people that you don't cry you don't cry easily. You don't feel feeling for another people uh, with whatever problems. I mean, I don't know. Um, I think the personality we is a project that we working with this since we are child, and each period this project are growing, so it could be uh, calm people or shy people, envy people, in I don't know this word. So uh, there isn't relationship zodiac sign with personality. It's my view.
Nessie. And I agree with you when you said about the creation, not creation, but the childhood, for example, how they are treated defines more than other things like the zodiac signs. I'd say, of course, there are some things that can come with the children, but I do believe that the behavior that their parents have with them um, it is more are more like the base of it, not their zodiac signs that says everything what will happen to them, but their creation, that the way that they are created and manipulated and used, or the way that they do things, basically. So I see your point and I agree with that. And how's
You,
that for you?
sorry. You could be unlucky. I think preso, unlucky. You could be unlucky in this zodiac sign. For example, I was born in April. I am Toro. Tauro. I think that is Tauro. Oh, because that I am Tauro. I'm Tauro. I'm Tauro. Oh, this. I think
Yeah,
I think it's going to be
use
unlucky.
use that as an excuse, right? So,
Yeah.
oh, I'm bad now. I'm uh, brava. I forgot. Angry. I'm angry now. It's because of my sign. So you can um, count on me because of that. It's because of my sign. So it's always an excuse. I see that.
Yes.
And what do you think? Do you see? How do you see it, Clever?
I agree with Rogério. I don't think it's described well because the people are much different, and the people several difference, and the people can change the behaviors too. The people can control yourself. So I think it not described well. Sometimes it's not good because science can pre prejudge people. It it judge a book of the cape, and it's not good. For example, the history of Caroline in the interview. Uh, if the zodiac sign about her, if it Aries, uh, maybe she get job. Maybe I don't know, but
Probably
uh,
not.
yes, probably not. But I don't agree the zodiac will describe it well.
Yeah, there are many specificities, I'd say, many other details, other things that involve evolve involve it. So it's not just about, okay, you are an Aries, so I'm not hiring you because of that. There are many other things and qualities that we need to see, to understand, That's Caroline case. And how do you see that, Caroline?
I'm agree. I think it was a very strange situation that I faced. But and now I can understand why people believes in science, because I saw them very closely. And actually, I learned some things about it because of them, and it was fun to talk about it, or we can connect ourselves in one subject. So it was very important, and that company that I used to work. So I learned something about it, like uh, not always your solar sign is the main sign, you know. So all the uh, qualities, or I don't know, defeitos. Uh, it's not. It's not. And I don't know defeitos. It's not. Um, how can I say? It's not the main character about you. Aries is Aries, I guess. It's not a good sign because they are so angry. Okay, but you are Aries and you're calm, so you have to learn more about your zodiac line and know, or and I agree, your creation, uh, how you were on school, in your house, and everything else. It's not just signs. So I like the subject, but I'm not a fan. But I like the subject. I like science more than science. So I used to talk about it just for fun and connected with people in that job. So, but I think it's a good subject. It's a nice to laugh with them. It was actually.
Let's see. And by the way, do you think that made any difference for you in the during doing your job, like with the connection that you have with people, or do you think it was more like a superstitious thing that was there, but it didn't even make a big difference?
No, actually, I think it was like superstitions thing. You know, I'm Taurus, so they used to say Taurus is very hungry all the time. So uh, if they want to give me a gift, buy something for me, it was always food because of my sign. But I really like it. I love food, so it's okay for me. Something like that, but not in professional way, you know. Just that I realized actually it just was only in my interview. But after that, I don't think used to, how can I say, atrapalhar the uh, professional communication, I guess.
I see. Yeah, this is great that you shared this experience that you have. That I didn't even imagine that would be possible. Like be something really important for them. Like if they are going to hire you or not. But that's different for me.
I'm sorry, how old are you?
And 18. I'm
18.
young.
Yeah, so you're young. And do you um are working? Are you working right now,
Not at
or
the moment.
so? If you I don't know, do you study college or something like that?
No, basically right now I'm studying more the languages,
Mhm,
but
okay.
not at a university. Why? Does it mean something?
Yeah, because communication area, design, publicity. Let me see. Uh, everything in in the middle, they really believe in science. So if you're going to choose something like that, you probably will see in the future something like that, about science, about this kind of things. Like me, I didn't believe in everything about science, and now I know a lot of things because of my job, because this area that I chose.
Yeah, so interesting. And Kleber, about the number 4, could you read it and answer?
Number 4. Have you noticed any similarities among people who share the same zodiac sign? Um, I think sometimes it's happened, but not all time. Sometimes it's happened. It's maybe a coincidence, maybe not. I don't know. But for example, my sign, the Aries, the same sign, the male, right? The male Tavares is Aries too. Yes.
Yeah.
My mother is Aries too, but we are very similar traits, very similar characteristics. But I think it's not because the same sign. And I know another people is Aries too, but it's not, its characteristics very different. So I believe it sometimes happens, sometimes don't happen.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. Like it can happen, but I don't see that as something really related to the zodiac signs. So, oh, you're like that because of the sign, your sign. No, that can be something more related to, I don't know, coincidence. But as Rogério said about the creation, their behaviors as kids, for example, their education that they had in the past. So let's say it involves many other things, not only this. So that's why I don't think it's specific about science. It can change. And how do you see that, Rogério?
I agree. I think no, there aren't similarities, I think that's it shows you, among zodiac sign with people that detain this sign. I I ne- I think I've been noticed about this topic, but uh, I don't believe. Some things could be happy, for example, acaso. I don't know how can I say acaso in English. Uh, I think that's it.
Nasi. And how do you see that, Caroline? What do you think about it?
Well, I guess in remind me the subject in my job. They used to say depends from moon or other planets or something like that. But I really don't think it's everything. Every people is going to be the same because of sign. Because imagine that 7 billion people in the world, and we are just 12 ways to be. So it's very it's small. We are so big, so I don't believe this.
Yeah. And about the number 5, how much importance do you give to zodiac signs in understanding people? Now that you've mentioned it about your job, that experience that you had.
Works for me to to get the job, and I was there from 7 years, so it was a huge experience. And how many projects? But I'm still. I like science first. I'm from science, so I guess more important to know other things than science. But I like to make some jokes, make fun with this subject because I learned this in this job. So I like this subject. I know something about it, but it's not the main thing for me, and it's not the I'm not even um I think it's not the most important thing about a person. So, but I like to do some jokes with this subject, like, oh, so Taurus is so jealous, and make some kind of fun with this.
Yeah. You can like I'm kind of like that talking about it. It's not something I really need to know to kind of feel if the connection with the person is going to flow or not. But I know, no, I don't know actually, but I've seen people like in the first contact, like what's your zodiac sign? Like it's really important for them to know about it or to try to understand, or I don't know if the person really believes it, that can be and believe that it's totally the right thing, that it really happens and all. That can be something they can use to um, manipulate you. If they really believe that, they will know your weakness, the points you are weaker, and try to use that against you somehow. I don't know if that would be something really useful, but I don't know if the person really agrees with it and think that's the main point. Maybe that can be done by them. And how's that for you, Rogério? How much importance do you give to it?
Mhm. I don't give nothing. Sorry for that. But I believe in people, understanding people. I believe could be different that my answer, but I believe in God. I believe there are. Uh, I feel your approaching. Uh, I feel the the he trying to speak with us. Sorry, with us. Uh, for this, I believe I give you importance. That's it.
Nothing. Yeah, I kind of follow the same path as you said. And how's that for you, Clever? What do you think about it?
I think it's important to know a little, but it's not important, uh, like said Caroline, uh, make this information the main information, because the people can be change your behavior and your growth. It's uh, impact your character and your characteristics. And I think the plans, the answers, I think your things can be change your behaviors. So understanding people, it's necessary talk with the people and make questions. I think it's more important.
Let's see. And let me see, Rogério, about the next question. Do you think there's any specific basis for zodiac signs, or is it just for fun? What do you think?
Talking about scientific basis, I think the main for this sign is the universe, the sun, the moon, and the stars. I think it's logic. I think it's something like that. I think so. Or is it for fun? I think it's a beliefs, creencia. Am I right? Yes. I think many people believes in that, and in their power, but it's not my case. That's just it.
Yeah, I do think like I don't think it's for fun because I know there are people that really believes it and have this for life, like they really truly believe it and have these talks, these conversations about it about with other people too. So I don't think it's just for fun, but I don't actually see, at least by now, any specific scientific base for that. So I don't know, maybe it's just another way to try to understand how it works, how the universe works, just to find some explanations. Some, yeah, I think that's it for their habits, for their actions in general, but anything specific, I'd say.
Okay. Sorry, I need for absent for some minutes. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
And what do you think about it, Caroline? Number 6.
Number 6. I don't know if scientific, I guess. Scientific, I guess. It's a best word to explain, because I know some people which work with science, and they say they study a lot. I don't know specifically what, but they say this. I'm studying stars, planets, or something like that. So I don't think it's a scientific way, but somehow a mystic way, I guess it's better word here. Because I agree with you, it's not just for fun. I guess not for fun is not the word as well. So I know they stood, but I don't know what specifically they're studying. I don't know.
Yeah, Nasi. And what's your thoughts on this, Clever? Do we have one specific opinion about it?
I think zodiac sign is more old and it's more crazy. The they invested in creences, in traditional. I don't know any scientific study about it. And I think it's not just for fun too. I believe it's for trance and superstition, mystical, like that.
Nassim. And about the next question, Caroline, could you read it and answer? Number 7, you're muted.
I'm sorry. Have you ever seen someone's zodiac sign match their personality traits? For me, yeah, somehow I do. But as I said before, it's not a main character from people. But somehow it's nice, it's fun. Make some jokes about it because I used to do that. So remind and Tauros have so much hungry, and it's foamy and jealous, or another one's polite a lot. So something like that, but not, but just in a basic way. It's not the main way, you know.
Yeah. And how's that for you, Clever? Do you have you ever that?
Yes, but when search about it, it's mainly for curiosity and for know about the correspondence between signs. So, do you understand? Correspondence, for example, Iris with Taurus, Iris with uh, another signs. And in this search, I I perceived the correspondence in in traits. Uh, not in all traits, but in some traits.
Yeah. I do think mine match, like talking about the not stressed, but it's kind of related. Being stressed, like talking, not impulsive either, but like, being straight to the point sometimes. And let me see about creativity. I'm so creative. I'm always creating something. So I'd say mainly that, but about other people, I'm not really interested in that. So I don't really search about it. Or, okay, let me see that person. I'm not really like that. I don't usually do that. But as I said, just as a curiosity, so that I know a little bit more about it. But anything specific, I'd say. And Rogério, can you answer now?
Yes, which question?
Number 7.
Seven, have you ever seen someone so you excited match their personality traits? I saw this word traits yesterday, but I don't remember the translator traits. What's traits?
The characteristics,
Oh, yes,
traits,
yes,
traços.
yeah, their personality. I don't know. I think not. I don't know. I I I I I don't know the characteristics of of each zodiac sign. I don't know who is more shy, more brave, more envy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And about number 10, Rogério, still. Let's skip a few questions, but talking about number 10, what do you
Then
think about using zodiac signs for self-reflection and personal growth? Would you like to try it? How's that for you?
you think about. No, I don't like to use this kind of reflection, self-reflection. But I respect who like to use. I think each one decide what needs to do. I think that's it.
I see. And how's that for you, Clever? Would you like to try it if you don't do it?
What question?
Number 10,
Number 10,
the last one.
self-reflection. For self-reflection, personal growth. I don't know, because personal growth, I think we need to see ourselves and self-reflection about ourselves, but I don't think why the Zodiac is involved it. Because some traits it's about you. It's different, the Zodiac. For example, the Aries is energetic, is vibrant, but I know so much it. Um, it's only example. It's another examples, and I need to see me my not good traits and try improve it. Try improving me.
Yeah. One thing that I would say, it's not something that I use, like this talking about using zodiac signs for self-reflection. One thing that I use, and that is the main thing that I do, is about what I want to achieve. So I don't really think about zodiac signs. It's like, okay, I want that, so I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to be here or wonder why things are so difficult. I'm going to improve what I need to improve, what I can improve, and to do what I need to do. Not, of course, passing over people, without caring about them. No, but do my best, basically. So not looking about the reasons why I want that, but because it's the best thing for me, because I know that will be great for me, talking about other opportunities. So I don't take that as a way to reflect about it. No, it's just about what I want for my life in the future, and all. That's what I usually do, I'd say. And how about you, Caroline? Sometimes I say Caroline, sometimes Caroline.
Because the K and you used to say in the accent of English and change to Caroline. So I used to think a lot about myself as self-reflection, but I don't use my sign to do this because I do have a lot of going on right now. So it's not me, but I don't judge if anyone use this. I'm still girl from science first, but I am who I am. So and I will do my best, as you said. So I guess this is the first option in my world.
Yeah, that's interesting that we got to know more about each other's experiences here, especially in my case, that I can say that I learned here from Caroline's experience with the job. That was a really great conversation, guys. And I want to ask you guys one more question that is not on the list, but I would like everybody to answer. And the question is, what did you learn today, actually tonight, in the conversation? It can be about a new word, about a new expression in English, or something if you're going to adapt yourself to zodiac signs, if you're going to study more about it, anything. So, Clever, could you start? What did you learn?
I learned the word signs. I don't I don't I don't know before this conversation, and a reflection about the sign Zodiac. And I think that's it. Thanks, guys.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for being here. And I want to know now from you, Rogério. What did you learn?
I learned new words like traits. Yes, traits and others words. The topic, sorry for that. I'm so sorry for no contribuir. I don't know how can I say contribuir in English with this subject, but I was absent. So I thank you for your time and for this moment. I'm so happy.
Yeah, thank you very much. But you were so great here, and I'm in the same situation. Like I don't know basically anything, or I don't know much things about it. But it's always interesting to talk about it, and it's great that you were here with us all this time. So thank you very much again. And for last but not least, Caroline, what can you say?
With my friends, I learned some new words like, I guess, resume, to say currículo, and know people which don't believe in science. It's kind of new in my life, because a lot of my friends is really talking about science every time, every day. So it's good to listen another opinions, another way to see the world, another kind of subject. So this is interesting. So thank you guys for this conversation. It was really important.
Yeah. And I want to ask you all, everyone, to one more time. Thank you very much. I just sent the survey link on the chat. So if you guys can, please just leave a comment telling how the conversation was for you. And if you have any other suggestions about what I can do better for the conversation or about other topics, other themes that you guys want to talk about, just leave it there too. And of course, if you guys want to be with me again, I have two emergencies on Tuesdays. It's 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. So you guys are always very welcome there. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again anytime.